I like Spark. Be right with you. Hello, cello. Let's keep it in the background. How are you doing? Who's you? Hi, Area 51. Juan, how are you? First, like Fred Durst. How's it hanging? Good. Good to see. Hi, Moon. What's shaking? What's crack-a-lackin'? How's Florida? Are you connected with all those peeps gathering this weekend? There's a big gathering at Indian Shores. I don't know if you're anywhere near there, but a lot of like minds are gathering on the beach this weekend. And then they're going to the Full Disclosure Now conference next week. So cheers to all those peeps who are probably traveling now, packing their swimsuits, getting ready to gather. Crazy bit is it's like an hour from my family. So maybe next year I'll be joining. We'll see. Depends if I'm in Poland or not. So hello, howdy and hello. I realized I don't have a lot planned here other than mess with some algorithms, and it's been a minute. Maryland, I thought you were in Florida. Oh boy, I'm all messed up. I'm confusing with you with somebody. Oops. Hi, Victoria. Argentina in the house. Nice to see you, Victoria. I love it because Victoria has sent me some voice text and Messenger, and I love voice texting with people. It connects. So any of you peeps do. One, I don't think you have. I think it's all jibble jabble. I'm just kidding. But what was I going to share? Yeah, I'm sharing some bits. It's been a minute too. I know I did a parent review on VidCon, but I really didn't talk about it, and I want to talk about it, as well as share some things that are coming up. You guys are sweet. Nice to see you. Well, first off, last night I got to tape with on Strange Reality with Dave Emmons, and he was so sweet, and it was one of those shows that it's a recording, so it's going to air probably not till next week or the week after, so I'll share that. But it was one of those recordings when it ended, I was like sweaty, like, what did I say? And I went and checked my breaks and everything. So yeah, diary of the mouth in that one, but in a good way, because he's just lovely as can be. And it was a conversation. It wasn't just me babble. We had a good conversation. And I loved his questions because it really dug up some old stuff. Not only that one, but my Bigfoot sighting with Vic Kundiff. Kundiff? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. What a sweet pea. He has some big YouTube Bigfoot channels, but he's on what this was for was my Bigfoot sighting. It's its own YouTube channel, and it's just voiceover. You just hear the person telling the tale, which was me. And I told him, oh, this might only take like 15 minutes. I'll try to embellish as much as I can to fill the slot. He goes, just take whatever time you need. And we're done recording. It was like an hour. I'm like, what did I say? So that'll be interesting too. I tell ya, that was a tricky one because it was just a recording through my phone. So I was like, I even said during the recording, I'm like, I wish you could see my hands right now because I'm showing you how he was walked and I'm showing you what I did. But so I had to really vocalize and verbalize what I was doing. Hi, Roger Blair. How are you? Yay, it's a party. Nice to see you guys. Nice to see you. I'm sharing some of my 2 cents, 2 bits and whatever comes up, but really what's happening. So those 2 shows that I was on this week, they're going to air next in the following. So they were recordings, but I am excited to share those. And then tomorrow morning, if anyone's around, 10 a.m. Pacific, I'm interviewing a pal that I met at VidCon, and his name is Raj, and he does Industry Pets, industrypets.fun, but his handle is at Industry Pets, and it's Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and all that. But he was so kind, and how I met him. Has anybody in that chat? Have you heard of Jesus? He's what's called the Mexican Mr. Beast. He's really cool out there. He does videos of like walking up to people with little taco carts and stuff. And he's like, I'm going to buy this cart out. How many tacos can you make for $1,000? And then he gives them away. And then he gives the people to like, he's of service, and he really does those heartstring videos. Hi, Blazer. Nice to see you. Hello, hello, hello. It's just me ranting today. Or ranting. Not even ranting. There's nothing really wrong. I guess if I unlock that part of my brain today, there will be, but we'll see what happens. I'm just care sharing. Yeah, Jesus from his channel, he's big on TikTok and Instagram and all that. Anyway, a sweet pea. And anyway, this ticket at VidCon, which is a content creator convention, it was here in Anaheim, and I went with my kids. It was their Christmas gift, but I'm like, I'm gonna go schmooze. I had a mentorship meeting set up, and it was kind of randomly suggested. You pick your top like 5. I thought I was meeting with comedian Adam Rose, but if you've seen my social media, I got to meet him in person, and he actually said I get to interview him. So stand by for that. Adam, I'm holding you to that. Tell your people, call my people. You got to answer my email. This mentorship, though, with Jesus was so cool. And there's 4 of us in there with Jesus and his team. And we got to ask questions about content building and, how did he get into it? And because it's like a charity that he's doing, how that works. Because those that were in there, well, 2 of us were in there. There were 4 of us in there. And I was asking a lot of business questions, and my buddy Raj was asking some amazing questions as well. And we're at opposite ends of the table, and I kept leaning over, and I'm like, do you take interviews? Can I interview you? And not only Jesus, I'm still trying to connect him. I got to get his manager for that one. But this fella said, absolutely. And because of my motion picture background, I'm going to try to hook him up with some contacts as well for him to interview, because he interviews industry people, and that's not just musicians and actors, but it's crew and creatives alike. And he interviews pet owners, and he talks to the people, but he also talks to the pets, and the pets are on blast too. And usually there's something really funny about the pet. So his channel is uplifting, and it's really sweet. Okay, Roger, no problem. Cheers to you. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for tickling the algorithm, like Professor B always says. So I'm excited. It's going to be a really high vibe. I told him he's here on the West Coast, and we decided to do 10 a.m. It was even going to be earlier, because I'm like, let's make it like a Saturday morning cartoon special, or Saturday morning, special for all ages. And Bo, I'm sure my dog will make an appearance. In fact, where is he? He's always here. Oh, there he is. So we'll see how it goes with that. 1111. Woohoo! Thank you for that. I'm going to share that because that feels good. You got to get those vibes. Yeah, so tomorrow morning's Industry Pets. So I'm super excited. And then Sunday, if by chance you caught that Human Experience Hangout I did with Mindy Willens. She is not only a children's author, but she is really out there and championing the takedown and the exposure of the Scientology group. So I'm actually heading down Sunday to meet her and show her some of the places I worked, as well as have some time with Mindy Willens. So I'll be live on her channel tomorrow, Sunday. And that's about 11 a.m. Pacific. So I don't know if anybody's following Mindy yet, but she's got a super active, fun chat, and it's pretty sweet. And yeah, I'll be over there. So that's all my stuff, I think. I think I'm done. Unless Juan, do you have any questions? Mindy Willens, my Bigfoot, and Eric VidCon Geezer. Oh my gosh! That whole little, my favorite song, is it still on? My favorite song. One of the songs. Let me go back to that. Let's pump it up a little bit. This little intro I usually do. And I do it because it pumps me up, and it's kind of like my own little mini countdown here. But it's not going to be for long, I'm sorry to say. And if Miss Jane pops in, Miss Jane, our tunes here are going to change soon, and I think she knows why. Geezer Geeks and Mr. Conspiracy Music himself, we've been collaborating a little bit, and there's a little project underway. And one of the final steps involves my daughter because she's working her magic online. She learned a few things at VidCon too, and we're putting something together. It's going to take me out of the I'm just winging it phase, and it's going to be posh and polished. Hi, Jim's camera. What's shaking? Greetings to you. How are you? Nice to see you, sir. Cheers to you guys. Yeah, I'm speaking of, so some of these pals, I see you guys in the chat for, LIB and Jessica and, all that. So that taping I did for my Bigfoot sighting with Vic agreed that I get to interview him. So I'm going to do an interview with him. And maybe Mike, if Mike, you pop on soon, I might pull you in and make it a synaptic circle. But I'm so excited because I'm just making connections with people. And then I'm like, I want to turn the tables and interview you. And they're on board. And so this meet and greet I had at VidCon with Adam Rose. If anyone knows him on YouTube there, he does those really funny shorts. He wears the blue sweater and the glasses. And he has video clips. And it always cuts back to him like looking at things like I shouldn't have been babysitting today, or I shouldn't have gone to work today. And it's a construction site and all these weird things are happening. Really, really sweet, high vibe dude. And he was like, sure, I can interview you. So yeah, I know I already said that at the beginning here, but you guys are just chiming in. And I was really excited about that one. I was excited to share that VidCon experience because super kind, super high vibe. You can't ignore meeting someone in person and getting that read on them. It was really cool. It was really special. That whole event kind of was an eye opener for me because, of course, I preach, watch it with your kids with screens and do all this. And we were there because my kids are on screens and meeting their content creators. So, I'm trying not to be the hypocrite and be like, it's a balance. And it was really cool to meet those parents that question everything too. So we were there to snoop. But I did write VidCon. There was a survey. And they're like, what are the things, you would improve and all that stuff? I'm like, aim for some older crowd. First of all, get those older peeps in there too, and more offerings for them. But get up that cybersecurity. Do some more workshops with that. I know I already talked about that stuff. Victoria, you've seen him too, right? He's so very funny. In person, he's just like this bright light. Really sweet. And not just because he was on, because you can see him around the event too. And sure, it was a high vibratory event, but he was personable. He took a moment. So I just thought that was cool. And then there's another comedian out there. Where are you? Where'd you go, sir? We had an exchange in Messenger, and I was going to interview him too. So hopefully that happens this summer because that's going to be a juicy one. And I won't drop that name yet. Just because I want to make sure I'm not fibbing. Well, how are you doing over there, Victoria? How's it going? How are you feeling? I hope I hope you're feeling well there. Yeah, that was my parent review VidCon. That was blah. I mean, that was that, but it was focused on the parent view. But me as Heidi Pop, I had a blast. And I think my most favorite part is having all that time with my kids. I am that mom. I really had fun. And we kind of went through withdrawals when we got home. We were like, we missed, the hotel experience and 24/7, being with each other. And then a huge dance party at the end of the night. I know it's embarrassing them for a little bit, but I had to get my dance on and I had a blast. Uncle Roger, it was very bad for me to confuse Stephen for Uncle Roger. Oh, I love that. Yeah, thank you for referring that person in Messenger, Victoria. So I look forward. I'll definitely will reach out. Absolutely. Yeah, there are some synaptic circles and some high vibe hangouts coming up, and there's no dates locked in. So funny. I started this whole process booking months out, and then I'm like, things shift, things change. And I'm really trying to pack out my July and early August because, school's going to start. And I've just been given some new news too with school that kind of kept me up last night. Did not sleep last night very well. And I'm trying to make sure I'm clear in my needs and in my boundaries and all that kind of stuff. So it's funny. I really asked the universe. I'm like, not just show me a sign, and then the tree falls or something. I was like, show me the way, like validate and verify and confirm certain directions. And it's never more clear than now about a particular path I'm to be taking. So I'm very intrigued of how that's going to unfold in the next 2 months. Oh, it's cold over there. Oh my goodness. She's in Argentina. Yeah, we're still in a heat wave, but today's the first day that it's cloud cover, and it's real cloud cover. I have not seen the skies for months. I mean, well, June, we had some June gloom at the beginning of the month, but honestly, if any West Coasters, where's my peeps? Where's Brown Dwarf? I don't know if downtown LA has been getting. I haven't seen any zigzags in the sky at all. Hey, Clay, how are you? Conspiracy music. I was kind of hinting a little bit, but not very clearly about some changes coming up to this channel and the co-creation that's happening that has a lot to do with Pal from Conspiracy Music. So we are in the midst of greatness. And it kind of inspired me, if you saw my last little mini vlog about supporting one another in creation, your own creation story and the co-creation with others. So that was for you, too, Mr. the Geezer Geeks and Clay, because you're not a Geezer Geek yet. But there's some exciting bits happening, and my daughter's going to be involved too, which is even better. I know I'm repeating myself, but new faces keep popping in, and I'm inspired to share. Yeah, so that's going to be really exciting. And that is probably sooner than later. That's going to be a change. And I'm excited for that. Actually, very excited. It's what helped relax me, Clay, because I had some anxiety last night with this new news and this new changes that I was not prepared for. And it kind of triggered me. Like last fall, I got really triggered and had so many sleepless nights because the way I've envisioning things, like I was having a hard time pivoting with changes. I was like, wait a minute, no, I just gotta go this way. So I really learned the art of dodging and weaving things that are out of my control. And it's happening again. However, I've been offered so many other choices to make it not such a big stressful thing. So I had to remind myself last night. So when I'm going over all the stuff we've been working on, Clay, it really helped me just remind me who I am, basically. So I can shut the fuck up in my brain and go to bed. You're a junior geezer. Yep. Me too, then, I guess, right? Once I hit 50, am I officially a geezer? Geezer probate. The southern hemisphere gets the worst of summer and winter there. Yeah, right? They're not only tilted toward the sun in summer, the earth is at its closest to the sun. I know, right? Oh, yeah. Bless your little heart, Victoria. I see it. Jim gets it. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Well, it's all shifting around, isn't it? And it's weather. It's just happening. So yeah, we usually don't hit those triple digits till August, with September really being our worst month, at least for the last several years. But June, we started hitting early July, these triple digits, and we're like, what? So that was alarming. I think today, though, like I said, there's a cloud cover, and I haven't seen that in a long time. So after this, I'm going to a pal's pool. Finally, our first pool day. And honestly, we have not even been on the lake yet. And we're usually at that lake all the time, not in the boat, nothing. But because the giant, he's hiding in the jungle now. This has been blooming so well. The giant worked all week. That was been a long time since he had a 5-dayer. There's a new SpongeBob movie, because the world needs that, right? So he's the camera crane guy, and he's working on that. So I'm so grateful he got this work, and he's got some work next week. So I don't take the boat out by myself, and so I'm gonna wait for him to do that. So we have not even been on the lake. Hi Woo, how's it going? Today's 100 for you too. Yep, it's getting us. Hi Laura, Paranormal Pixie in the house. I hope you guys enjoyed that interview with her. I had such a lovely time with her. Nice to see you, sweets. Are you still a bachelorette this week, or do you come back? Aw. Hi Dawn, what's happening? Oh, I gotta bring yours up now. Earth time is a lie. Yes, I think we are as far in our life's journey as we feel. Society made us psychosomatic. I hear that. Oh, I can't wait to dive deep. Don Rogers, ladies and gentlemen. live after dark with Don Rogers. I'll be on that. Oh yeah, that's right. Got another one coming up. So the 20, are we the 26th on? I think so. The day before, Thursday 25th, I'll be on Journey to Truth with Tyler and Aaron. Just yeah, that's happening. And then the next night I'll be on with Don Rogers on his channel. So I'm excited. Will Canadian Spinja be on with us, Don? I'm curious. If I have to share that one again out because I saw it again recently and I'm like, if there's any ever a podcast I've done from start to finish that encapsulated what I'm doing and what I do with kids, that was it. So I really want to share that again. Especially with the new thing that's coming up, Clay. Hi, to Mothman. What's shaking? How are you doing down there? He's south of me a bit. How's the heat? We got cloud cover today and real clouds. It's actually a little fluffy, spongy. And there's some blue. So yeah, they look a little real today, dare I say. Strike. How are you doing down there? Oh, he came home last Sunday, Laura. Okay, cool. Do you still have Kitty? You still have the foster? I feel like that's yours now. He seems like he's one with you now. 26th, yes. Don Rogers 26th, Journey to 25th. And then I'll let know when my Bigfoot sighting with Vic comes out and when Dave Emmons' Strange Reality. I did write those two down when those come out. So those 4 little guest episodes that I'm coming on. Babbling Diary of the Mouth. Bless their hearts for having me. Don, you don't know what you're in for. I guess you do, because I've been holding for months for that. That's awesome. Okay, she'll be around. Cool. I love Canadian Spinja. You all should check out Canadian Spinja's channel. Awesome. 78 overcast and light here now, Baltimore. Why did I think Florida? I was talking to someone else. My goodness, they're merging together now. 109 Outlast days. Woo! Yeah, 78 overcast would be nice. And rain. I could use a summer rain. I miss that with the Midwest. I am missing my Midwest family. We're making those plans, that little launch I have, not just for the podcast stuff, but something that I'm co-creating. My sister's going to help me bring it to life. And I'm really excited for that. All these little hidden innuendos. I'm just seeding the consciousness of my projects. Also for accountability purposes. So I'll be like, oh, now I got to follow through. You're burning up down there. Oh, no, Tim Offman. Bummer. Oh, literally, probably. There's probably fires, huh? So that was the love-hate thing with winter, right? We had our wettest winter yet, out of drought, fully stocked, the works, but all the brush had an incredible year growing, and now the heat's here and it's drying out. So now everywhere you look, instead of just dirt, and now it's these beautiful dried brush, like hay bales like going down the streets and things now. And yeah, so kindling everywhere. So please don't be assholes, people out there. Most of our stuff that's happened, I know there's dews everywhere, and I can tell you, I can count and say verbatim which ones here in Southern California are due, but there are some just things that happen. I know there was broken glass and mirror reflection from these kids that were partying up. I think it was by Palmdale, Lancaster. There's the movie set there. Why can't I remember the name? Big Dave's or Big Al's or Big Dave's. There's something out there that they always shoot. We always used to shoot out there. Anyway, not only there, but up here in Santa Clarita, there was fires that were triggered by broken glass and the sun and the reflection. And they tracked it to that because they found all this glass everywhere. So yes, there's dews, but there's also just accidents and a-holes. The last one we had that canceled Disclosure Fest, remember, it was like a chain dragging off of a horse truck. And people reporting the sparks, and the sparks went into the brush, and it started. That went on for over a week. That sucks. Absolutely sucks. Oh, I'm glad okay, so here's my Tourette's. I'm going all over the place. You still have the kitty cat. We have a young couple who are interested in adoption, though. Aw. Well, good. Well, as long as you approve of them. And Pixie is 80 and sunny with afternoon rains. Oh, that sounds perfect. I know, it never rains. We had a good wet winter though, Tim Hoffman. Right? I mean, that was juicy. We were even closed for 2 days because of the floods, flash floods and everything. It never rains. That is a song. It never rains in Southern California. Hi, Christine Lynn. How are you? Cheers to you. Nice to see you. And welcome to the show. Cheers to you. Welcome to the show. If this is a show, it's a babble. um, ooh, lost that. What's AITA? I'm missing something. Something's funny and I'm missing it. Oh, you're painting your roof blue today. Perfect. We know what that is. I know. Well, gosh, what about the whole thing with Paradise? I'm sure there's a lot of channels that dove into that, but even when that happened, that's when I lost some pals too, because I'm like, the whole town had a bunch of alphabet agency people and a lot of beings in human form. And weren't they trying to run them out? And there was only one way in, one way out. I mean, that was just mass murder right there. Strike. There's another strike. My goodness. Pores. Yeah, you're definitely blessed with good weather there in the mountains, Laura. That sounds just absolutely heavenly. I was really having this. I was mourning my memories. But a year ago, this time, my little family and I were in the midst of a 16-state road trip. It was epic. It was so amazing. We did it because the motion picture strike was going on. I don't think I knew all you guys yet, and to get away because we were going stir crazy, and we were hopping Pal's place, and then my family too. So it was really economically, it was gas and food kind of thing. And it was amazing. And it was right after my husband got his US citizenship. So it was like, Viva America, let's go see America. And showed my kids, what population control? There's so much land everywhere, beautiful untouched land. We were everywhere. We did Route 66, and then we hit Arkansas, and then went all the way up, and then went all the way over, and then zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. It was amazing. I saw things I hadn't seen yet. Devil's Tower was a different trip. That's right. But I really liked the Dakotas, and I liked Wyoming. I loved Big Sky. I loved the where the heck? I loved everywhere we went. Actually, I struggled the most with a part of Texas, even though I was from Texas and all my peeps moved to Texas. But this one particular part, we were driving with California plates at a gas station, and I just felt everyone like, get out of here. I was like, we're just driving through. I'm from all over. It was really like I felt daggers. Everywhere else was welcoming as can be. But freaking Texas couldn't have been more like, get off my land. Get off my yard. I was like, damn. Thank gosh we were only at the tip. We were at the hat. And I think I said I lived in Houston when I was little. Before I moved to Portland, Oregon, I'm from Houston. So I was like, when I used to drink, when I get tipsy, I sound Southern, man. I got Texas in my blood. So it's a babble. Hello, people. Thank you for coming to the babble. Montana. Yes. Yes. Absolutely gorgeousness. That was the next goal. My 50th is coming up, and we were going to do a big trip to Yellowstone or just to get up and into Montana a little bit more. I don't know if we're going to make it this time, especially if if the giant can keep up this work that he's getting, then we're not moving. It's like, keep going. And the kids, and I'm going to start preparing my classroom. We don't go back till the second week of September. So I got some time still. So that's why I'm really taking care of these channels. And then when I start getting into the classroom stuff, I'm really going to be talking a lot about that. Devil's Tower's petrified tree stump. Some groups think so. I know they really do. And yeah, I can see how they say that, and I can see how that would be. You walk around it, and it's actually not that long of a walk to go all the way around it, and they have these little flags all the way around, and there's always like indigenous tribes that are always protecting the space, and there's all of that, and there's all this kind of activity there. I can't even say my hit, because I was about to say my hit is the stump as well. However, being there, I don't know. I was there before, but I just feel like it is, I don't know yet. I don't want to say. So yes, I align with that to Mothman, as well as it was so like a tourist overpopulated area that it made me bummed. Just like, Rushmore. I ran those steps at Rushmore. I saluted 45. But I also feel like what's behind it? That's where everybody's going. But what's around it? There was also we ran into a policeman who was really super cool. Oh, yeah, I should have said that. We got pulled over. I had to go to the bathroom. So the giant was going crazy. And the man was so nice, totally let us go. He could see I had to go to the bathroom. He saw how kind we were and nice with him. And we were right next to the exit. So he actually let us go. But he did ask if we saw, maybe someone will know there. It's not Mount Rushmore. It's next to it. And it's the indigenous, man, what's the name of that place? They're carving that out of stone. They're in the process of carving that out of a mountain right now. And that is even way more majestic, in my opinion. It looked really cool. We didn't drive up in it, but you could see it as you're hairpinning, turning around the area. And he goes, so you went to Mount Rushmore. We really had a conversation. He goes, did you see that? Gosh, what the hell is the name of that? I gotta look that up. He goes, oh, that's where next time you come through, that's where you got to take the kids. And he, as a police officer in the area, was saying, that's the history that needs to be talked more. And there was this whole big divide because, that's the white man who took over. And it was pretty interesting history lesson that I'm totally butchering right now. And I'm giving it no respect with my lack of recall. But I got like 4 hours of sleep and I usually get 9. So yes, welcome to the show. It will be my 50th in November. And there you go. That's the beauty secret. I get lots of sleep. And I didn't last night. So my synapses are. Blazer, you're born and raised in Portland? I can tell you right now, 5210 Southwest 18th Drive. That was the house I was in with the pixelated fairies. And, I had a lot of my experience there. That was our second house in Portland. And we moved there. We left during the Super Bowl shuffle because I moved to Chicago in 85 and I thought the Super Bowl shuffle was cool. And we moved there before Mount St. Helens were up. So it was thinking of 79 because Mount St. Helens was 80. So yeah, that was my Portland time. And we had to leave because of the weather and my dad had to sober up, basically dry out. So we had to leave. We went back to where the family is. So from Portland to Montana, oh my gosh. That's awesome. Gorgeous. Yeah, there's something about Montana calling me. So I'll let you know. Because it's so small, right? I'll find you. Tomorrow, Los Alamos is having a big science festival. Lots of exhibits and hands-on stuff for the kids. Oh, that sounds amazing. My little man, remember those crafts he's doing? He gets his kit today. Oh, yeah, Huck, check the mail. Your box is here. But I have another new one. Look at this one he made. It's like it. Here it goes. You put this piece of paper and it makes sacred geometry. Do you hear the little? You can basically change these configurations, and it doesn't even make. Oh wait, sacred geometry / like a torus. Look at these cool drawings. It's like the old scrylograph thing. What do we call that when we played when we were little? It's so cool, but he put it together from scratch. I love these little kits he's getting. He's the science dude, man. And he's turning 11 in 2 weeks. So it's going to get a little crazy for me. I'm going to stay on and I'm going to stay connected for sure. But he turns 11. And then right after that, my daughter turns 14. And then right after that, my giant, he turns, how old is he? 44. He's 43. 43. He's 7 years younger than me. I'm a cougar. And then there's our anniversary, our 5-year anniversary. So we're like, pow, 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 pow. We're going to have a good time. So what was my point? Science. My little man's still the science dude for sure. I think he would love a science festival like that. We're coming, Laura. That's it. But it's tomorrow. Wait, shoot, I can't. Oh, you still get tipsy. Ooh, ah. That kombucha. I like hard kombucha if I do. One will do it now. The Crazy Horse Monument. Thank you, Laura. That's it. It's called the Crazy Horse Monument. Now, when this policeman's telling me that, I had to immediately pull out of my Chicago brain because Crazy Horse was a strip club next to the underground clubs I loved. And I always caught my ex there. And then I went there all the time too. So I was like, Crazy Horse. And then I looked into it. It was gorgeous. And it's still in the making. It's still in the making, but it's ignored. It's ignored. I know, Tim Hoffman. I'm an old cougar. No way! Blazer, So what high school was I gonna do? It was like a Jackson, or I went to Hillhurst Elementary, which was kind of the bottom of the hill from me. And you were there when St. Helens blew up. No way. Yeah. Psst, look at you. Maybe I saw you at the local AMPM getting my Slurpees. I used to walk down there all the time alone without a phone. I did have one event. I will never forget this. This was when the Green River Killer was out. Do you remember the Green River Killer, Blazer? And so we started learning about kidnappings and things. And it was my sister. I think my sister was with me. No, I was alone. It was like I walked home from school all the time, but I think it was an AM/PM Slurpee adventure. And I'm coming home, and there was a white VW, the little bugs, and they're so loud. But it was following me weird, and those are hills. You're like going up, so you hear this just, and it got to me. My whole instinct, and I was a kid, and I didn't know stranger danger and the rules of the road, but I literally was like, knew it was following me. And then I just turned to someone's house, and I actually walked right in. I was knocking, opening and walking in, and it was an older lady, thank God. And she's like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "I think there's a car following me. Can you call my mom?" It was scary. And then all the stories of the Green River Killer, I was like, oh my God. South Dakota's nice. I lived out there for about 8 years. Your son's still there. I loved South Dakota. I loved the Black Hill. I loved the Dakotas, the plains. Yes. Love all of that. It's now unstable. Oh, you can't say that anymore? Unstable horse monument. Oh. I get it now. Pun intended. There's nothing funny about being crazy. I get it. Your son just turned 13. Awesome. Yeah, we have the same bits there. My daughter, yeah, she's on home stretch to 14. Are you to Mothman? I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? I had a good time with that stuff, but my family, it's a thing. And that was how we socialized, really. So it was more of fear of my meat suit, where I had to clear it up. And how, especially when I started learning all the really, really dark stuff. I shared this on Dave Emmons last night. Was I was going up to 2 bottles. I mean, wine. Like, I was in it because I was trying, like, oh my God, they're under the ground and they're shape shifting and they're getting us and they're a slave planet. Like, I was doing all of it. From 2016 on, it went to the dark stuff, the programs and everything. So I was just, and meanwhile, I'm open like that, and all of this dark was coming in and getting my son. So I had to, like, plus it's really easy because the giant doesn't drink. He never did drugs or alcohol. He was a, and that's from, he's from Poland, but he lived in the UK for 17 years. He once in a great moon, he said he would get tipsy, but he hated how it made him feel. And he was a bouncer all the time. So he saw a lot of people and he just got so turned off. So when he met me, I was just like, he would buy me bottles of wine. And then finally I'm just like, well, this is by myself. And then it just went, phased it out, which is probably a good thing because I'm trying to regenerate and reverse my aging process. You were there for the Green River stuff and the Night Stalker stuff. Yep, freaked you out. Yep. And we still ran around outside on our own, but we just were aware. Then we became really aware. I remember being there with the Tanya Harding stuff. That was our ice skating rink we went to, Clackamas. That's so cool, Blazer. My brother is there now. He lives downtown. He's kind of gone far radical left. He's fully indoctrinated. He's 21 years younger than me. And I know I mumbled all that stuff, but just in case. Beautiful sweetheart, sweet pea. He's into the music scene. He left Austin to go there, and I want him to get back in the music scene, but he is now corporate, so we'll see if he goes back to music. All Sips in New Mexico for the best convenience store. Deep fried burritos with hatch green chili. Holy smokes, that would be a fun road trip after one of those. Blazers had a van follow him before, jumped in some bushes and cut across a backyard. Yes. Thank goodness we have that instinct now. Holy smoke. Some of these little TikTok-y videos I scroll. I'm on TikTok now, by the way. I finally got in through the back. I was permanently banned for years, but I'm on now. I'm keeping it very PC. Those videos now where they're just driving by and opening the door while driving and grabbing people. I'm just like, oh my God. I got to watch what I watch, I guess. But instinct is everything. We talked a lot about that last night. It's well-known mythical fact that VW Beetles are the favorite car of insectoid mantis aliens. Really? No. Are you being silly? You're the silly one. But I wouldn't be surprised. I love, our class pet might be a man, not a pet. We always had a praying mantis in our classroom when we'd show up for our day, our outdoor classroom last year. So all my kids, we're going to be inside next year, the same group of kids, and we're moving inside. We're going to spend some time in the outdoor classroom, but our main lesson is going to be inside a lot of the time. And they're like, can we at least bring in some of the creatures? I'm like, I want to. So I might have to bring a big aquarium or something and then bring them in and out, because the whole thing last year was about leaving them in their area. But we were very attuned with the mantis, who always showed up for us. AI will be talking to dolphins in 4 years. Holy smokes. Lloyd Center. Oh, Lloyd Center. Tanya Harding took a knee before it was popular. Yep. Oh, I thought it was Clackamas. Now I'm hungry. Oh, actually discovered sperm whales have an alphabet. No joke. What? Resveratrol is wine. It's good for the skin. Resveratrol? What is that? What's that for the skin? You know what I used? I used coconut cream. I go out back to my big aloe plants and I say thank you, and I cut a little chunk and then I rub it. And I'm like, thank you so much. You're so pretty. And then I go. That's my facelift. Or a coconut stuff, or vitamin C, or castor oil. That's my face routine, if I remember. But usually I sleep with 3 days of makeup over and over and over again, which I did today. Oh my goodness. So that was a thing. Sperm whales. They just discovered sperm whales have an alphabet? Really? Well, how are they discovering these things? Did they ask them? Scientists are pretty funky, huh? Vitamin B. I do my vitamin B inside for sure. Absolutely. That's my energy right now because I had no sleep. Elephants give each other nicknames. Oh, that's cute. You know what? These are awesome. Thank you for these. These are good questions for my guest tomorrow. My guest tomorrow is Raj of Industry Pets. We met at VidCon, if you're all just joining. I was talking about that at the beginning. And 10 a.m. Pacific. And it's a high vibe hangout. It's episode 30. There should be some. And he does, his platform is talking to pet owners, usually from the industry. He has some actors and musicians on there. But anyway, when I met him, I go, I want to interview you because I like your high vibe content. He really found a specific niche, and he was very kind, and he's just there for the passion of it. So I'm going to interview him tomorrow. And I'm going to ask him these questions because he's an animal dude. He's all into animals. You might like that show too, Laura. Need to find something good for my neck and face. Well, you might like those. Next time I'll bring it down, or I'll send you a picture. It's Palmer's, Palmer's coconut. I just found it on Amazon because it was like a super clearance something. And then I'm like, oh my God, it was great. And then I have, carrot seed oil too is another good one. But castor oil, I think, is awesome. Could you, any of those oils, get them on there. That's great for neck and face. Or a good old aloe plant. Sperm whales also have I just lost you. Sperm whales also have a dork? Which has probably been, wait, what? Sperm whales also have a dork or dark? What do you mean, Mothman? Probably been misconstrued as a sea monster. Huh? Or do I not know what dork means? Hi, Gerald, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I kind of did a teaser. No sounds or sights or anything, but just a. So Mr. Geezer Geek himself is in the house. My mom gave me a nickname. Usually started with "you little." I was Adelheid. My mom's nickname for me was Adelheid, or she called me Addie. And then she would sing me Edelweiss when I went to bed. She's not German at all, but Heidi is. So I'm Addie. So I still sent, like, her Mother's Day, I sent her a little gift, and I wrote, "Love, Addie." I still do that. And I would call her Mamushka, even though we are not Russian. That's cool. Coconut oil is the very best. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really and this creamy stuff is amazing. It really doesn't leave a residue on you. It's more soaky. I'm gonna show it to you. It's such a decent price for what it is, and I was floored. I found it right before VidCon, actually, I should say, and it was tiny enough that I don't like traveling heavy, so I minimized everything. And then the castor oil, I just and in my belly button when I remember. That's what I should say. You should have Wild Trees on as a guest. He's a paranormal biologist. Awesome. I don't know Wild Trees, so thank you for that. Yeah, if any pals from my little Bigfoot communities are watching right now, Vic said I get to interview him, so I'm going to do an interview with Vic too. Speaking of just that's the paranormal side, but Wild Trees, perfect. I'm excited. Yeah, this fella I met, he was just so kind, and we were in this mentorship meeting, and we both have this drive to grow, community. And I just, thought, why not? I also met Scott Davis there. He's a psychic medium. I, hit him up. Can I interview you? And if you're new, just chiming in now, I asked the comedian Adam Rose. He said I could interview him. So I'm excited for a summer of interviewing high vibe people, high vibe, passionate people. It's the excuse for wine here. Grape juice will do. I see you, Victoria. Oh, good. I'm glad you're planning on tuning in tomorrow, Laura. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm gonna see if Bo will make an appearance, and I already sent it out to some of my old industry pals that I'm still in touch with, because I'd like to get him some more peeps. And everybody loves talking about their pets, and some of the pets he has interviewed, they are real characters. They have something really funny about them, or so it makes you feel good. So I love that feel good stuff. Neil, what's shaking? Hi, Castle Dude. Sending you love, Castle Dude. Across the pond. Beaver's not on. Sorry, didn't wear the beaver. I have a beaver, but I didn't wear my beaver. That was for you. I gotta shake it out. Okay. Mustard oil. Great for skin, not edible. Oh, I didn't know that one. Look at you, Moon. Nice to see you, Mr. Neil. You've been missed. You have been missed. Thanks for messing with all these algorithms, everybody. I get 10 to go, and yeah, I'm excited to share those two things I did this week. Gerald, the thing that went with Vic, it was really cool. And he said I get to interview him. But I thought I was telling him, like, I've been watching, the channel, and I'll try, but it's just a little story, and I don't know. I hope I can fill up enough time. And then it's over, and I'm like, what? It was like 45 minutes before he started asking me a question. I was like, wow, it really did. So I think I was pretty descriptive. There might be some new parts, a new recall, a new way to describe, because it's just my voice, which is probably really trippy to people because I'm very talky with my hands. And but I had such a good experience, and what a kind soul. Holy smokes. Gentle, kind soul. Really dig him. Really dig him. Gave a shout out. We both gave a shout out to Jessica and Mike and all that at the end. So maybe I see a synaptic circle in our future. And then does anybody know Dave Emmons? He does Strange Reality. That's his show. And he has most of his views, it looks like, on Facebook. He's got a good Facebook crowd. But really an interesting, nice conversation with him yesterday. He wrote a few books, and he has a plethora of information. I was on his channel, but I'll let you know when that airs. So I know I'm repeating some stuff that I did at the beginning. Sorry, peeps. But there's some newbies in town, and I wanted to share. Paranormal Pixie, I used extra virgin olive oil. My skin gets so dry in the desert. Oh, I'm sure. Yes, where I am too. And I am so inconsistent is the reality. Sometimes I'm on a roll and I just have a good routine. And other times I'm like, I'm just gonna go wake up and add more mascara. Like I don't have those routines. And it's so funny because these commercials, and even in my 20s, times when you just didn't really need a damn thing, I was obsessed, and creams and fancy ointments. I fell for all that stuff. Oh, the gardener's coming, so that might be my heart out soon. We haven't seen him in 2 weeks. And I'm like, yes. And I showed the giant. I'm like, leave it like this. The little patch of grass we had, but now the gardener's here. What was my point? The skin. So now that I'm older, I'm like, you know what? I do have to take care of it a little bit better. Plus, it all really is a reflection of what's going on the inside. So we got to take care of those insides. Oh, Neil used to be a medium. Now I'm extra large. Knee slapper. Oh yeah, you need deep fried burrito. Was that from that gas station place you're talking about, Tim Mothman? Healthy eating is the way to enlightenment. You know what? To be honest, yeah. When I got really unwell, I was not well. The very end of 2019 into 2020, sickest I'd ever been. We can talk about biological weapons and everything, but anyway, I started fasting. This is what it's going to be. I think that means my time's up. I was fasting, and I do chunks of fasting, and it rebooted my whole system. I went from, oh my gosh, my organs, liver failing, and my heart is having issues, to total regeneration. Okay, I know, danger. Hey guys, do you mind closing the blind really quick? I'm just going to say bye soon. Press 1 if you stop, Neil. Oh my gosh. It does, conspiracy music. Time does fly. You know what? I feel that we're going to have a huge thing. I'm going to have all you guys on for gratitude and sharing what we're creating, maybe for the debut. I don't know if you'd be up for that, Clay, but I would love to debut something with you guys. You should have seen it coming, Castle Dude. Vic is awesome. I was so like a skitty schoolgirl. It was really cool. I thank you. I did feel like, because I had so much like optimism and such a high vibe perspective of my experience, and then binging the channel a lot, I'm like, gosh, people really had a horrible time. Am I going to be eaten alive? Basically, I'm worried when it airs. People are like, I don't care what they would do, but I do have a feeling there's going to be a backlash of like, it's never that good experience, something. I don't know. But I did preface that a lot and say, this is just my experience and it's through my child perspective and la 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 la. Who's that Highway to Heaven dude? Michael Landon with the white hair. The white hair? Oh, Highway to Heaven. I'm assuming you think Michael Landon. My dad used to get mistaken for Michael Landon when we'd go out. I always got Tiffany Thiessen. He get Michael Landon. And he did act like Charles from Laura Ingalls after he sobered up, I should say. You guys stop with that pressing one. I see you. Oh, Angel Wings, I see you. I'm good. I'm going to be able to give you a howdy. I won't be on too much longer. And this time for real, because we are going to a little pool event. And my kiddos, we have been enjoying those Parks and Rec. I keep missing Moggs and Stevie B. I can see them, and I usually say hi in the chat, but I can't hear a damn thing because I'm at the Parks and Rec pool. We had this. Did I already share that on here? Probably did. But I mean, summer camps and things, those are ridiculous. They're expenses. Hence, I'm creating my own. Cash in. But Parks and Rec, $25 for the whole summer of an hour a day. And they're really getting into water polo. I'm like, they're both kicking butt. And I know you're listening. Do you want to say hi? You can. That one's Huck, the 2B 11-year-old. So before Bo gets too crazy. So anyway, we've been really religious about getting to Parks and Rec, except last night, which you're going to correct me, right? I told them, I go, I'm so sorry. I screwed up the times for the show I'm going to be on, and it was during water polo. And because the Giants on SpongeBob, he couldn't get them to water polo, and they're bummed. So that's why we're going to a friend's pool. We're going to practice a little bit, and tomorrow they have their first scrimmage. I know, Laura. I'll hang tight for a minute. Can you entertain him a bit? Huck, the dog? Yeah. Thank you. You don't have to come say hi. I did show your invention. I did already show it. Because they know what like a tourist field is and stuff. And that's what these pictures turn into. You're so sweet. Thank you for that. I see you, Laura. Okay, it's proven that sustenance eating can extend life of cells. Sustenance, you mean a lot or like good stuff? Yeah, you mean the good stuff. Oh, sure. And like the fast, I think I know what you mean there. Bo saw the gardener. Yep. And we haven't seen him in 2 weeks. So he's like, thanks, Huck. Oh, he's already ready. He's got his, where are you going? Oh, to get your box. It's Friday. He's got a new science kit box. He's talking to me with his hands. Oh, I interviewed him. Oh, yeah. You mean Jerry Yusko? Yes, I did. I interviewed him twice. Guys, he's so lovely. He's from Southern California, and I met him in person. I mean, he's been in my house. Like, he used to be in our hangout group when I used to host gatherings, and he's in Orange County. And so Jerry Yusko, he's actually going to be at the Disclosure Now conference next week. So I was really like, go Jerry. He's kicking butt. Gentle little angel on earth. Neil, he'd be somebody really good to talk to, maybe. And in a, in a why not way. Tell him you know me. And his hair did turn white. His last name begins with Y. Jerry Yusko. Yep. I know, Bobo. He'll be right back. Glad to hear it. Caught your live this morning. Oh, that is Jerry Yusko. Yep. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday to everybody. I hope you have wonderful plans this weekend. I know a lot of pals are getting together and pretending it's not happening, but it is. Thankfully, this is just like this. Bless his little heart. I should have scheduled the gardener for Industry Pets taping tomorrow. Bo has been not liking the heat at all, of course. And we really had a quiet 4th of July, just a few booms. I hope everybody had a good time. So he has been loving the lazy summer we've been having since VidCon. We have just done a lot of home time, and I think we're going to get a little busier coming up here. Yes, you can get in touch with Jerry Neal through Facebook, or I have his cell. I'll just send you his cell and just tell him your name, who you are, and you saw the show, but you and I are friends, and you just reach out. Angel says, my dragons help me with it, but yeah, eating less, my body's using the energy more effectively. They remove the bad energy from the food too. Yeah, I started getting into that too, Angel, because we hit this time, how they really go after the good food, the things that we're supposed to have. So if, we had some really crazy crunch times of counting pennies and all that. And some things we just didn't have an option, and we just wanted to fill our bellies. So we just did like thank you for this caloric energy intake, even though it would last 100 years if I left it out in the garage open. I feel like we can transmute things a little bit easier that way, instead of like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm eating this, I'm gonna die. Total different frequency, isn't it, when you do that? Tim off, man. They'd slide right off you, Neil. You guys, you're cracking me up. Hey, this isn't so bad. Last time we did the gardener thing, I was laughing hysterically. What was the other thing? There was something, I was on a roll, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta say that. I totally forgot. Maybe it was I don't remember. This is like a slip and slide. I know, Bobo. Why don't you come here? Come on. Here he comes. Oh, and he got the light. Hello. I see you too. No, I don't do the whole licky-loo with a dog like some people do. I'm not going to open the window now, but you did hit my light. My light that doesn't show I'm 50. Uh-oh, and now my camera's out. But I think you can still hear me, right? Yes. Oh, I'm a mess over here. I think that means it's my time. Okay, wait, it's coming back on. And Bo left. All right. So, with that being said, this is my 5-minute warning. Let me lower that insane light. That happened on Dave Emmons' show, when you see that strange reality, because it went from 6 to 7 my time. And although it's still bright out at 7, for some reason, however, I had the light set up, and I was very last minute in my setup. by the end, I'm listening like this, like squinting. I'm like, oh my God, it was really bright. Did not need to be that bright. I'm sweating now. Get your suit on, Charlie. So our countdown is really because we are going to go to this lady's pool. And because we have water polo tonight, I'm trying to time our day so we don't get totally wiped out. And we're going to go meet them for like a luncheon and stuff. So that's why it's pressing that I do go. Otherwise, I'd stay and chat with you forever. So what's tomorrow? Industry Pets at 10 a.m. Sunday, there might be another live. I might try to do another live. So if you want to meet me back here on Sunday, that's if I think the Giant has another gig coming up. If you've heard about the new Dexter coming, he's going to be working on that too. And I am waiting to get the scoop because we were all wondering if you've watched Dexter. He and I used to binge that, but we don't know if the main guy, Michael C. Hall, I think, if he's coming back at all because it's about him before he becomes a serial killer. So they might cast young, which would ruin it. I don't know, but it's better than a bad wig. So I don't know. That was a weird look at me. Bo is cool, and I can't wait for him to meet Raj tomorrow. Raj is the animal man. And then I'm going to look for wild trees. So thank you again for that connection. Do you want to come say bye, dude? And was the mail here yet? Was the mail? So did you get your box? Your box? Okay. He's got another science kit. So I'll have to show that one to you. How many do you have now? 4. So this is the 5th kit he's getting. This was number 4. And then I think I showed you guys the other one. Anyway, it was really cool. Really cool. He's my little science dude. Okay, Bo's nuts. I'm sweating. The good guy murderer. I know. That's why I liked it. I liked it to Muffin. I was like, yeah, get him. And then the new me is like, oh, all the energies. No, get him. They really, towards the end there, didn't they touch on some heavy stuff? Remember the trafficking and the shipping containers and the shipyards, and they really opened that up. All right, pal. Yeah, get your stuff, guys. We are going to head out and have some summertime fun. And then some polo. I'll see you all in the chats, the live chats this weekend. I thank you so much for playing on here and for helping my algorithms. I know you want to say hi. You're pacing. Just a quick hi. You what? That's it. How about you? Come say hi, Miss Creator Bean. Fine, she said. Watch this, though. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Othman, this is my team. He has a team. Come. This is Charlie. You're talking this part. No? Well, now I have another 5 minutes. Hi. How's it hanging? Do you know she's really good at water polo? Like, really good. Yes. She's so good that I have to put cups on her shoulder, and she hates it because her shoulder's sore from throwing and making goals and scoring goals.
I miss a lot when I score. I miss a lot when I throw.
Well, it's hard. Yeah, everybody. That's why it's like soccer. You don't just get a goal every single time. Yes, Huck, you're excellent too, but you didn't want to talk on here. So anyway, I didn't tell him what you're working on for me, but some of the people that are helping co-create are in the chat. So it's exciting. See, you're getting all these hi Charlies. That's the lady I interviewed with the purple hair. If you remember, there's the dude that sent the necklace. And my buddy from Argentina, the one that's making all the music. Yeah, yes. But I'm just doing a surprise. No one knows when. Hey, Huck, that just knocked it out, the camera. Please don't do that. Thank you. Oh, 1 sec. Yeah. When Bo runs back and forth, it doesn't really work very well. Hope everyone hope you have a great weekend too, Jim. Thank you. We will catch you later. We'll catch you on the threads. Sorry, I'm right in front of you. Water polo is fun. Isn't that sweet? Neil the demigod, he said. So he's by where Marchin lived. He's the castle tour dude. Obviously, it says castle dude. Must be tough being so awesome, Charlie. She is. If we were standing right now, she's taller than me, by the way. Her hair. Oh, she likes your hair. She does it herself. She did the wolf cut. It's grown out now a little bit, huh? We kind of do.
You always tell me that I brush it to death.
I say she brushes it to death. She does have naturally curly, thick Armenian hair. She's like, and I'm like, you're gonna break your hair.
Do you see my hair falling off?
I see it all over the floor in the bathroom and in the shower. Angel Wings says hello. He has to watch the soccer finale. Yes, the soccer finale's on. My friend from Argentina. She's like, you got it. Oh, you're fine. You can do that. Have fun at the pool. Thanks, Blazer. We will. England versus Spain on Sunday. Huck. You played water polo, Blazer? Awesome. Yes, it's hard to keep your head above water kind of thing. So yeah, that egg beater kit. Horse above water. Oh, I get it. Oh, now I get it. That took me a minute. Thanks, Charlie. Do I need them? Oh, my wardrobe specialist is coming in, so I need to get this going. It's hard to read it though.
My kid loves the pool. I really gotta get her there. I've been slacking here.
Angel, these are water babies for sure. And we moved to this house 2 years ago without a pool or friend or nearby pool. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then we got this
got banned from water polo for belly flopping.
We got a notification for this Parks and Rec program that was such a great deal. I'm like, guys, you want to try it? And because they did, I was like, really? I'm like, let's go. And now they're back in the water and they're thriving. They're like the top of the group doing it. I know I just said I was leaving and here I am, but I'm still, this is a rarity. So I'm like, yes, Neil likes to throw those in there. He's a belly flopper, man. But did you really get banned? Nay, Neil said. You can come in with that if you want, Huck. I can picture that perfect. Yeah, come if you step right over that way.
Don't hit the charger.
Not anything like that, but you can come say hi. Okay, then don't worry about it. Okay, well, I'll share. Is it okay with you if I take some pictures of water polo? Is that it?
Is it okay with you?
Pictures of water polo? Can I share? Maybe during the game. So it's a scrimmage. It's a practice every night, but tomorrow is their first long practice, and then next Saturday is their first official game. And it's really a Parks and Rec summer program, so it's not like an official team, really, is it? It's not like an official, but it certainly is activating something in them. Yeah, belly cannonballing and belly flipping. That's my jam too. I totally
belly flopping,
not
flipping.
All right. Well, we are going to go now because we got to pack our stuff to go meet our friend and friends. And Huck, I wish they could see you. I know you're being the ham-bone Huck right now, but you are being kind of funny. Learn how to pull people down with your feet when you play water polo. Have they done it?
I think you just grab their leg with your feet and pull them down.
Oh, try it. And they'll be like, how'd you learn that trick?
Belly flip flopping.
Belly flip flopping.
I got banned because I kept yelling Marco. Oh, wait. Yesterday, because the pool has a bunch of different lanes. Mm-hmm. There's these younger kids who are playing water polo, and we were taking shots. And me and some of the boys in my group, one of them was saying Marco, and then we were just like Polo.
They were messing with the ones next to it. I do remember that. You guys were funny. Yeah, see, he says if you pull them down like that, the ref can't see. I remember that Marco Polo. Well, cool. I love swimming, but I need to get indoor pool. Oh, yeah. Aw, that sun, I tell ya. Great show. Okay. Mwah. Blessings to you. Welcome to this show. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for being here, you guys. Thanks for helping me mess with these algorithms as well as, just building the community. Joe, come check it 10 a.m. tomorrow when I talk to Raj of Industry Pets. I think that's going to be fun. And I'll let you guys know how they're doing. Maybe Charlie will come back sometime and talk with me. Can I interview you?
No.
Since I know nothing about you?
No.
All right. It's called Drown Your Opponent Move.
I won't cheat.
Charlie, don't cheat.
I won't cheat.
She is by the rules. Now, my little man, though, he's taking notes. So later, you guys, we'll see you very soon. I'm going to crank this music at the end. Charlie, you're going to like this.
Great.
She's my music girl. So you got it. Oh, I think it's on. All right, everybody. We'll smell you later. Have a beautiful, blessed one. Have a good weekend.